Unai Emery was literally on his knees praying for one of those chances to find the back of the net. From Marcos Asensio's chance to that of Rashford that Donnarumma saved, Kunza chances upon chances, but they failed to be clinical in front of goal to bring this game 5-5 on aggregate. The game between Aston Villa and PSG was really an interesting game, from Villa mistakenly playing the Europa League anthem in a quarter-final Champions League game, to Hakimi scoring in the 11th minute to shatter any comeback dreams from the Aston Villa fans or the players. To make matters worse, the combination between Dembele and Nuno Mendes got PSG the second goal in the 27th minute. That is match done and dusted for PSG. Make that 6 goals, 5 assists for Nuno Mendes, and as for Hakimi, 6 goals, 14 assists this season. The fullback at PSG this season is on another level. I don't know the pep talk Unai Emery had with the Aston Villa players, because in the second half, these guys took this game to PSG. Because Boy in the 34th minute, Telles with the goal, 55 minutes, McKings with the goal, Konza in the 57th minute. In that second half, they scored 3 goals, dominated that game, created a lot of chances, but again they failed to find the back of the net to put this game on aggregate. Rashford with an assist in this game. In fact, he created the most chances by any Aston Villa player in this game. The third goal had everything, was smelling of Rashford. From that far corner, finding that ball to Kunza with that little skills. This is the same Rashford that Amorim said he couldn't make the bench of United because he was not training properly. What a performance from Rashford in this game. I think Unai Emery got it wrong with his sub, taking out Rashford, bringing Ole Watkins in this game. He was the one that was putting in pressure in that PSG team. You don't take your best player out at the point you are needing to score more goals. Aston Villa fans should be proud of how the team performed at home this season in the Champions League. A win against Bayern Munich, a win against Bologna, a draw against Juventus, a win against Celtic, a win against Club Brugge in both legs, and now a win against PSG in the quarter-final stage, though it was not good enough to push them to the semi-finals. But what a performance from Aston Villa in the Champions League. This season, PSG is the team to beat this season. They are the first League or team to score 30 goals in the Champions League in a season campaign. There's no Neymar, there's no Messi, there's no Mbappe, and they are going to win their first ever Champions League. This is what they have always wanted to do. On a night where he scored a hat-trick, making that 13 goals in the Champions League this season, the most by any African player in the competition, winning the man of the match performance in this game, scoring 13 goals, the most by Borussia Dortmund player in a season in the Champions League. On that list, you have Lewandowski and Haaland. It's so sad that Borussia Dortmund did not go through to the semi-finals of the Champions League. A night Guirassy will never forget in his career anytime soon. A night he scored a hat-trick, a night of his dreams, but unfortunately, he will not be able to celebrate it wholeheartedly because the best team in this game did not go through. The same thing happened tonight. The two best teams that really won our hearts did not go through, but PSG and Barcelona have something in common. Barcelona are going to the semi-finals for the first time since 2018. They have not won the Champions League over a decade, and now you look at the fact that PSG has never won the Champions League. Maybe we will have a Barcelona versus PSG finals in the Champions League. Maybe, I am just saying. But tonight, Barcelona played an awful game. The defense was literally everywhere. Chesney was literally keeping them in this game. But again, their effort at home was good enough to push them to the next round.